Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. In our channel, we are going to start SQL class. This is our first class. So let's see the introduction about SQL. SQL stands for a structure query language, where everyone knows that, which is widely used to programming language, mainly used for database manipulation. And SQL, we use the basic commands of DML, DCL, TCL, uh, and GDL. So in our upcoming classes, we shall see what is meant by DML and what is the usage of DML, DDL, DCL, and TCL with example. So now let's move on to the history of SQL. So SQL was first invented by Dr. Edger, and in the year of 1970. Okay, so initially he developed a relational database model, which he mainly used for to query. Okay, so in the 1970, he developed a relational database model, and then 1974, again, it was the model was developed with a name called structure query language, which is SQL, which we called it right now. Then if you take the history, if you read the history, there will be lot and lot of companies or persons who developed, who invented from SQL. The query language could be invented from the SQL initial version. Okay, now let's see the basics of SQL. What are the basic topics of SQL? If we find out the basics of SQL, first will be the DDL. DDL, the expansion of DDL is data definition language, and then the next one will be the DML, which is called data manipulation language, and then finally next one will be the DCL, which is the data control language, and the next one will be the TCL, which is also called a transaction control language, and final one is DQL. What is DQL? Is nothing but it is a data query language. In most of the topics, most of the notes or most of the content, this DQL will be missed out. So again, I'm telling you the basics of SQL is DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL. DQL is nothing but it is a data query language. Okay. Okay, so you all having some kind of doubts or clarification. What are the basic database which the beginner can learn? How the beginner can adapt the basic SQL language, SQL database? So there are lot and lots of databases are available. Example Oracle, MySQL, uh, and then Microsoft SQL Server, Postgres SQL, and then now the trending DB, MongoDB, MariaDB. So there are so, and then SQLite. Yeah, there are so many database are available. So I would recommend to go for Microsoft SQL, which is the easier version for the beginner. They can learn, they adapt the query language in the easiest way. So that will help the beginners to learn and to work out, to manipulate lot and lot of queries in their initial stages. Then let them move on to the advanced versions of database. Okay, so now let's see the basic SQL commands. What are the basic SQL commands are used in the SQL querying language? So initially we use create query, then will be insert, then update, then delete, then select, and will be the drop command. So in upcoming classes, we'll see how to work on all these commands. So it is all very interesting commands, interesting query where the beginners can adapt it. They can easily use the query, easily understand the query. So next class we shall see about how to use the create query, and how to create a table or database by using this create query insert, and then how to insert a record, which means that how to fetch the data, how to fetch the record. Then we'll see how to modify the existing data, and how to delete the data, and which query, how to write a query for all these create, insert, update, delete, and select, and also drop in the next class. So please stay tuned on my next class. I will show you how to write a simple query by using all these query languages. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe my channel and watch the videos on daily basis. I will try to upload, I will try to explore for all for the beginners. Thank you so much.